Today is Sunday morning at South Bend, Indiana. I am at the home of retired Professor Zacharias Thundi. And good morning, Zach.
Good morning.
You talked about the Brahmin mystery. Now, in the second book, you deal with the Shankaracharya mystery. And you came out with some outrageous statements, which might even offend our ordinary viewers of this channel. You say that Shankaracharya has a Nazrani background. Please explain.
Sankaracharya, the one that we know, was born and raised in Kerala, which is still a predominantly Nazrani center. And when he grew up in the 8th century, that was a Nazrani epicenter next to Malayatur, Manyapra, Angavali, Palackal, and so on. Now, if we look at some of the details found in the story of Shankara, we begin to wonder whether he was a strict Nambudiri only or whether he was more than a Nambudiri. Obviously, his father was a Nambudiri, Shivaguru, S-I-Y, Shivaguru. Now, Shankara's father, according to all legends, was a poor Brahmin. Now, it's unusual for any Brahmin, any Nambudiri, to be living alone away from the wealthy illam. His father was also very poor, and that he had a wife whom he called Arimba. And that finally, after praying to Lord Shiva, she became pregnant, and they named the son Shankara. Now, the father, Shivaguru, passed away when the boy was small, before his Upanayana. Now, according to the strict Nambudiri custom, the wife has to undergo sati, but she did not, and they were poor. In other words, Shivaguru was ostracized or excommunicated or expelled from the community, from the Nambudiri community. Now, one main reason that happens is when the person marries someone other than a Nambudiri. Now, in this case, we wonder who the wife of Shivaguru was. She was called Arimba, and that she raised the son and had performed his Upanayana for him. In the evidence, some of these missing links show that whether Shankara was really and truly fully Nambudiri. My contention is that he is more than he had a Nazrani background. Nazrani background because not only that he was born, not only that he grew up among Nazrani Brahmins, but also he had a biological mother who probably was a Nazrani Brahmin woman. Now, this contention is supported by Shankara's own works. Why? Shankara is known to all of us as a Vedantin, that is, someone who accepted more than the 4 Vedas or the Nambudiris. Now, this Vedanta teaching of Shankara is evidenced in his teaching of Jivan Mukti. Now, the Jivan Mukti idea that a person can be released, can become one with God even in life before death was a kind of a strange teaching. Where did Shankara get this information? He got this information through his contact, through his education by Nazrani Brahmins. Now, secondly, according to their the tradition, Shankara vowed to become a sannyasin, a monk, when he was baptized or when he underwent the rite of Upanayana. Now, there were no communities for ascetics or for monks in Kerala, in traditional Indians at that time. Only the Nazranis had them. Of course, the Buddhists had the monks too. But we do not have any evidence of Buddhists in Kaladi or in other places. So if we became a monk, it must have been only a Nazrani monk. Now, his teaching of Jivan Mukti proves that it is basically derived from his study of the Christian, or rather the Nazrani doctrine of Jivan Mukti, found in the fourth gospel. That is, you can become one with God even while you are alive. You don't have to wait till you die for that. Now, how do we prove that? The way you prove that is by examining the works of Shankaracharya, which his works are so different, as particularly the Western scholars point out, from traditional Indian writers. Now, his writings show more affinity to scholars from the Greek world and from the Mediterranean world. This has to be further examined and proven. Now, to conclude, Shankaracharya is our ancestor. Shankaracharya is a real follower of the Sanatana Dharma taught by the fourth gospel. Shankaracharya was not a mere Shaivite, but he was a Vaishnavite. He was even known as a crypto-Buddhist, all that. But more importantly, the greatest contribution of Shankara is this. Shankara expanded his studies of the Vedas with the Upanishads and other scriptures. He showed that even the biblical teaching of Jivan Mukti is founded on the Upanishads. In other words, he comes full circle. In other words, you can be a Nazrani, you can be a Brahmin, you can be a Sanatana Dharma follower, all at once. That is greatest contribution of ecumenism that Shankara gave the people of India, and particularly the people of Kerala, and we had practiced it all these years from the 8th century down to this day.
Thank you, Zach. It is a little bit difficult to digest all that you said in these 9 minutes, but we will get back to your book, and then I hope this will inspire further research. I look forward to people refuting you, disproving you, but that also will be a great help to understand who we are, what we were, and where should be heading to. Thank you, Zach. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.